Again, last day, Patrick, Biaka, yes, and Biaki. I'm going to get it right. Sorry. We're getting
the kids at school say Mr. Biaki.
Yeah, I'm going to submit you for a name change. Anyway, and we're here at the Cuscowilla, final day of 4, and just having a ball. We just got started this morning. He's taken a few practice strokes and then has just started hitting the most delicious little wedge shots first, and now 7-iron. Tell me give us a recap of what we've covered here, Patrick.
Because my grip was tremendously wrong, I was holding the club in my there rather than holding the club properly under the heel.
Yeah, it was in the cup of the hand and not under the heel. That's right. Okay.
And my hands were out here to start.
Yeah, shoved very much into an impact fixed position, but without the accompanying lower body action that really produces those hands.
Yeah, it was a manufactured position, right?
I'll tell you what, why don't you hold this camera for just a second over here,
All
Patrick,
right.
and let me do a little something here for the guys
and
the gals here on the site. So here we go.
All right.
This is something that's very much misunderstood. With hands mid-body, shaft at virtually right angles to the line, that's the standard address position. And when you see a lot of people, they say, well, you know what, impact is so great, why don't I start there? And they don't even accompany with the body, they just shove their hands out. Well, two things there. Number one, the way the hands get there is because we have this hip twist with the weight going to the left foot, hips clearing out, and so we get this. And here's adjusted address. Here. There's fix or impact.
Yeah.
Here is adjusted address. This is startup.
Mm-hmm.
So the club's lagging, the hands are leading in both directions. So if you got your hands stuck out here like that and you're trying to move this way, you're kind of fighting City Hall there. Imagine the club head as being a brick attached to the hands by a rope. You can't drag that back from here.
Yes,
And we want lag and drag. The lagging club head puts a drag on the leading hands. We want lag and drag throughout the entire stroke. Very quickly that's overcome. The bent left goes flat and the flat right goes bent and into here, and now the hands lead this way. So we got you in this condition here as opposed to all shoved in like that. You had the club in the cup of the hand, your right hand was turned like that. And now that we've given you the club under the heel of the hand, you have the benefit of turn on the backstroke and then roll through. That's a whole source of power that you can now use.
What percentage of power increase would you say that was, Lynn? I mean, besides the proper technique.
Well, if there's 4 power accumulators and that's 20, and that's one of them, that's 25%.
Right, right.
In fact, that's not really the way it works, because the true velocity power is that guy.
Right.
And you're picking up that and you're transferring it in.
But without being able to transfer it, right?
Transfer it in.
Yeah, you're out of luck.
Yeah, that's right. Everything just goes to heck. Now, but you couldn't, even with that under the heel of the hand, the club so, you couldn't use that because you had your right hand turned like this.
Right.
Over here.
Yeah.
You rolled.
It was completely not functioning.
Or left. So fixing your grip and getting which involves several things. And you also had your left hand 2 rolled.
Mm-hmm.
2 turned here and 2 rolled there. Well, now we've got the left hand vertical in the drink water position. Appears to be much stronger. You can now see half the back of your hand.
Yes.
And then making this vertical so we can now come back into an impact slap, if you will. We're in there, securing it under the heel of the hand. So there was a lot going on in your grip that needs to change. We're still fighting a little bit this tendency to get the right hand thumb down the top of the shaft instead of falling nicely over to the left side. So that was that. Then the hand's location, and of course getting active here. We saw on video where you just totally ran out of right arm.
Yes.
At the ball, and I don't care what you know about holding the left wrist flat. When you're out of right arm, it's got to be.
It's over.
Like
yep.
And if you're not active here, then the spine, which is the axis of the shoulder turn, then the spine never tilts. See, when you come in here, see that spine tilts like that. Now that's not dropping under like that.
Right.
It's just that when these hips clear, that automatically
there's a
pulls
slight
the right
tilt.
shoulder
Yeah.
down. Well, that gives you more right arm to go through. If you don't make that motion because you're dead-legged down here, then the shoulder stays high and you run out of arm.
Yes.
So that was very important too.
Yep.
All right. So tell me, is there anything there that, let's hit a couple of shots for the fellas, bearing in mind that There is an upload constraint. Okay.
Editing issues
Here we go.
throughout, yes.
Let's go through your routine here.
All right, my new routine, to make sure that the club is in the proper position under the heel pad,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure I have a question mark as if I were holding the ball, what I would call a shorter thumb. Hopefully that's the correct terminology.
All right.
This hand, flat left hand, is
Put
mid-body.
that in your right forefinger so you can dictate what the question mark is, and turn it toward me. Yeah, this is what he means by the question mark there. So the right forefinger is making the question mark. Okay.
And that's also like that in this left hand.
Okay, there you go. All right, good.
And so, heel pad, as described in Mr. Hogan's book, is that correct, Lynn?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to be able to support the club with the under the heel pad and the thumb and forefinger. Yeah, that's the classic Hogan test, right? It was a good one then, and it's a good one now.
The hand, the bent left wrist is mid-body.
That's correct. That's
not jutted out.
That's the address position versus a pseudo impact position. I say pseudo because just shoving the hand out's not the whole deal. You've got to accompany it with the rotation of the body that bends the right arm and positions the left hand properly. There's his right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We also learned a little different hand action through the ball, flat and rolling left wrist versus a bending. And that's just wonderful. Nice little slight draw out there, huh?
Yep.
As opposed to those dying quails that we started with 4 days ago.
And it feels like the club head is closing down on top of the ball and compressing it into the ground and doing all the work.
And in fact it is. We also worked on the shoulder alignments a little bit. Sorry for the entertainer there, that's my phone coming in. We'll just let that play on out. Good shoulders, I can see half that left forearm under there. All right, a little pulley there, but a good strike nonetheless. Notice how the right forearm supported that little action. And we're going to maintain that right forearm supporting the shaft as he goes into his set. Little turn shoulder plane. There it is. Another straight shot that's going to finish pin high. All right, Patrick, what do you think?
Thank
Fun?
you, Lynn. Yeah, that's enjoyable. Much more enjoyable.
Well, I appreciate you coming to Cuscowilla.
Great to be here.
As we say down south, y'all come back now, yeah?